Morning folks, welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a video, so I figured I would take a few moments here this morning to remain relevant on the scene. Just life gets busy, and this unfortunately is not the priority, but we do try to make some sort of attempt to make some sort of content, and I did promise the next video would be gold, and although I don't have a lot of gold, I have a little bit, and I wanted to share a little bit on my thoughts with this video. So obviously looking at raw gold eagles here on the screen, and I particularly like the early ones with the Roman numeral dates, and these are 1987 if you're familiar with Roman numerals. M being 1,000, C being 100, L being 50, X for 10, V for 5, and I for 1. If they're still teaching that in school, I don't know. And then, of course, 2 M's would be 2,000. 2 I's would be 2. So the last 3 digits, VII, 5 plus 2 is 7. And how we get to 1987 is when there's more than 3, or 3 or more, more than 3, more than 2, 3 or 4, they put the letter after, the smaller letter after the bigger, or before it rather. So MC, the first 2 letters, would be 11. The fact that there's an M after the C, M being larger than C, M representing 1,000, C representing 100, would mean 1 less. So 2 M's would be 2,000 minus the C is 1,900. So MCM would be 19 versus MMC would be 21. Right? So if that was MMC, this would be 21, would be the first 2 digits of the date, but it's MCM, so that's 1. And then 10 minus 1, C from M, is 19. And then the L for 50. And then 3 X's for 80. So if this was 1990, that 4th X wouldn't be there. It would be XL, meaning 10 less than 50 or 40. Anyway, 19 plus L for 50 plus 3 X's is 80, plus the 5 is 85, and 2 1's 87. So I'm sure you all know that. I'm not explaining it well. And I don't need to explain it because I'm sure 99.9% of the audience knows exactly how to read Roman numerals. So with that out of the way, these came out of that tube. The Mint will issue tubes like silver eagles. Gold eagles come in an orange cap tube, 20 per tube, 20 ounces. So that's pretty nice. If you have a tube of these, you're doing all right. And then I've seen these holders around from time to time. In fact, I have a few empty ones in the basement. These are all 2008 1/10 ounce gold eagles. Same reverse, just smaller, about the size of a dime. And the dates converted from Roman numerals to regular digits starting in 1992, I think. Could be 93, could be 91, but I think it's 92. And then here's another 1/10 of 2005. Some of my more, well, this is just a 1 ounce bar. And of course, these are heavily counterfeited, but there are telltale signs on the counterfeited ones with the way that the design is. And the font is not quite the same. That assay number, or the serial number, I should say, is not quite right on the more popular known counterfeits of these. But obviously a Sigma Metalytics would be the way to go for anyone in doubt. always a good idea to test expensive purchases. It can't do you any wrong. And if you're not familiar with a Sigma Metalytics, it's a device. They come in a few different styles or a few different levels. They have a professional model. They have they run anywhere from $700 or $800 up to a couple $1,000s, depending upon what your needs are. Definitely, if you're buying precious metals, especially if you're new to the scene, it's definitely something I would recommend that everyone considers investing in, because one mistake with gold is paid for by itself, especially, I know obviously the small gold, 250 to 300 just for a 1/10 ounce coin these days, and the quarter ounce coins are now 600 and up for the most part, unless you're buying it from places unknown. So this St. Gaudens is in an old AccuGrade holder. It's one I've resisted the temptation of cracking out. I know it wouldn't grade 65 at PCGS anyway. Probably a 63, maybe a 4. The surfaces are nice and smooth, not a lot of bag marks. These gold is very soft, so it tends to get marked up. And this coin has managed to avoid a lot of that, and the luster is good. There's a small scratch in the upper field there. Nothing too crazy. A couple very small nicks beside it, but attractive. And obviously a very popular coin. And I love the fact that it's in an AccuGrade holder. You don't see them in these all that often. So, therefore, I have decided to keep it in the AccuGrade holder. Some of these I picked up last year or the year before, and I've just decided to hold on to them just because I think they're cool. I think the China Panda is a gorgeous design. I love the cameo and the deep mirrors on these. Even though they're a business strike, they still have that same proof-like appearance. If you didn't see MS69, you probably wouldn't know whether it's a business strike or a proof. And then here's another one. Same thing, 69. Virtually identical. I'm not really sure how they differentiate 70s from 69s. They pretty much look the same to me. I think it's luster more than contact marks. I think they're looking for, this one here makes proof 70. It looks like there might be a mark in the field, but that's an illusion caused by looking at it through the plastic. When it moves, it's on the plastic. If it doesn't move, it's on the coin. Isle of Man Angels, beautiful coin. Not something you see every day. Another 1/10 ounce piece. Another Isle of Man, 1994. Last one was an angel. This one is, I forget. First year of issue. It's a 1/10 ounce. It begins with an N, obviously. I can't remember what this coin is. This came with a collection last year. 10th Noble. I guess that's it. It's a Noble. 1/10 ounce Noble. So again, we made proof 70 on this one. We made proof 70 on the last Isle of Man. And those are retailing in the 300s, 350-ish. Here we have those Roman numeral digits again. There's nothing more beautiful than proof gold when it's pretty much immaculate, as these are 69, 70. I mean, if I covered up the grade, could you tell me? You see some of those what appear to be blemishes. They're on the plastic. Fingerprints. I know a lot of people wear gloves. I am not a gloves person unless I'm actually handling a coin like this raw. And even then, I'm just usually super careful, but never hurts to wear the cotton gloves, or at least the vinyl variety. Just a beautiful piece, right? So these ones I have a hard time selling because, they're not super rare. You can get them with some looking, but they would cost a lot more than what I paid for them. I bought these last year when gold was just around 2,000 or a little under, 1900s. And I think I paid maybe 100 over spot. So about 1050 to 1100 each. And they were retailing then for around 13 to 1400 in proof 69. So here's a 1989 with the Roman numerals, and you can see the IX on the end is the 9, X being 10, 1 for the I, MCM 19, L50, XXX 80, IX is 9. If it was XI, it would be 11. All right, I know you know that. Don't mean to insult your intelligence. 1990, we're still into the Roman numerals. And these are all half-ounce coins, the ones that we've looked at, the $25 gold. $50 gold being the 1 ounce. So we have this other, we have a couple more things here. Actually, we'll save that one for the end. But the proof gold eagles come in these blue boxes. You probably know that. And this one was at an auction. It's why the 266A. And they come in these very nice velvet cases. And you get your COA, and this is a 95 1/10. There's your COA with all the specs. 95W, 91.67% gold, 3% silver, which a lot of people don't know. But these are just over 91% pure. They're not 999 gold. But there is 1/10 ounce of fine gold within it, in the composition. And then we had some more interesting pieces. This one's sealed. Actually, this one is not sealed. The other one is. It's the Year of the Ox, Year of the Tiger. These are RCMs, and these are 18 karat gold, or 75%, 25% silver. So these were interesting. Issued by the Royal Canadian Mint. Another fine presentation pack. There's your hinge, so we'll open up here. There's your COA in French and in English, 2009, Year of the Ox. And you can see it's a lighter gold color because it's 75% gold, 25% silver. There's your ox. And it's got that hologramish type of look to it. Pretty coin, without a doubt. It's even written in Japanese, or Chinese, I should say, probably. So very cool. So we got a couple of those. They've been socked away for a few years. And then, the most interesting of all, at least in my opinion, is this thing. In this green box. And within here we have a mahogany case. And within that case, there's the hinge, so we'll open it up over here. We have a 2003 China Guonyin, which is spectacular. Look at the, when you tilt it, you get the red, blue, green. We did get the Proof 70 Ultra Cam. Just a gorgeous piece, really. I mean, something I never plan on selling. I just think it's super cool. And you get your COA. Director of the Preferred Customer Club. That's interesting, huh? For what that's worth. But that wraps up the gold. We will show 2 more items and we'll wrap up this video. Trying to keep it under 15 minutes, but we'll settle for under 20. Actually, there's only one more piece. I think I may have shown this before. This is a 1 kilogram kookaburra. 1995. There's only maybe 8,000 struck, or something like very low mintage, but super cool piece that I picked up in a collection last year that I just wanted to add that in, even though it's not gold. So that'll wrap things up for today. Got to run to work. So like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate your time. Next video we'll go back to bank rolls. We've added a lot since the last one we've done. We have some key date rolls coming, a 1950s, like San Francisco quarter roll. Super cool piece. A bunch of 1946 quarter rolls, 47. Some early Franklin rolls, 51, 52, 53P, 53D. Some of these are really tough. I've been looking at buying rolls for years, and none of these have come to market before. At least not during my tenure, at least not where I have seen. Maybe they're sold in other places and I just didn't see them. I'm sure that's more than possible. So we'll show those in the next video. And again, Sam's Coins and Heavy Metal.com, Sam's Coins and Heavy Metal at gmail.com. You can find us on the same name on eBay, Sam's_coins_and_heavy_metal. Also on Instagram under the same name. Thanks for your time. Have a great weekend. Stay cool.